Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this Airbus A321 service, 321neo in fact, service down to Madrid. My name is Rich Sims, I'm the captain. I'll be flying down there today. Joining me in the cockpit, Senior First Officer Mike Joint and flight captain members led by flight manager Catherine Barker. Now, good news is we're all ready to go. The bad news is it looks like the boarding system, the lovely electronic boarding system that we've got in place at T5 has failed us this afternoon, and that's why everybody's registered. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately, ask you to have your passports and your boarding cards out again while the staff come down and just verify everybody's attendance on this flight this afternoon. Obviously, this is safety critical. We can't cut corners with this, so it's unavoidable at this stage. So once again, if we can get your passport and your boarding card out, then that will be a massive help. The staff members are going to come down and just check it, and it will be released to go. Thank you very much at this time for your cooperation.
We will now demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft, and your attention is essential as these may differ from any aircraft that you've flown on before. Please study the safety card in your seat area, as this includes important information specific to this aircraft type, such as the brace position and the location and operation of the doors. In the event of an emergency, low-level lighting will guide you to an exit. All exits are clearly marked and are being pointed out to you now. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, bearing in mind this may be behind you. Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. High-heeled shoes must be taken off as they may tear the slide. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened. It must be worn whenever the signs are on and it is fastened and adjusted like this and opened like this. For your comfort and safety, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible at all times. If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided. Oxygen masks like this will appear automatically. If you are wearing a face mask, this should be removed before putting on an oxygen mask. Stay in your seat and pull the oxygen mask towards you. Place the oxygen mask over your mouth and nose and breathe normally, adjusting the band to secure it. Please note that the bag may not inflate and you may need to put on a coloured streamer to release your mask. Make sure your own mask is fitted before helping anyone else. Your life jacket is beneath or beside your seat. If required, remove the jacket from its container and pull it over your head. Pass the long strap around your waist, secure the clip to the buckle at the front and pull tight. To inflate, pull the red toggle as shown. The air can be topped up by using this mouthpiece, and there is a light for attracting attention. Do not inflate your life jacket until you are outside the aircraft. Any personal devices with flight safe mode should now have this feature enabled now. Handheld devices must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger devices, including laptops, must be switched off and stowed away in your luggage for takeoff and landing. Please do take care that your device does not get lost within your seat. If it does, please do not move it, but let one of the cabin crew know. Devices must be switched off and disconnected from the seat power socket when not being used in flight. Please ensure your hand baggage does not block the aisles or exits. It must be put into the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. Please place the items in the locker carefully as they may fall out and injure someone. In the case of an evacuation, you must move quickly and to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with you. Ensure that your seat is now upright and in the takeoff position with the armrest down and your table folded away. Window blinds must now be open in preparation for takeoff. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted anywhere whilst on board. This does include the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors. If you do have any questions, please ask your cabin crew.
covers your mouth and your nose, such as the mask you are wearing on board today. If you do require assistance or you are feeling unwell, then please do remain seated and press the call bell in your seat area. This will allow the cabin crew to provide assistance at your seat. At British Airways, we take our commitment to your safety, comfort and well-being very seriously. With that in mind, we work closely with Food and Hand Experts to agree a temporary service which ensures we deliver on that promise. Our service today offers a beverage service followed by refreshments and these are pre-packaged individually. We appreciate your understanding of the circumstances impacting us all, as we do take measures to minimise food preparation on board. You're more than welcome to consume any food that you may have brought with you, and we will continue to assist parents who may need to eat meals for their children.
Just a quick update on the road to Madrid this afternoon. Well, that was very difficult getting out of London Heathrow today, a bit of a shame, and I apologise for that. And when we did get to push back and taxi away, at the back of the queue, they were just using one runway. I was going to try and get back to you whilst we were on the taxiway, but we were just very optimistic about being the next aircraft, etc., which never came. But eventually we got on the way, so they just used one runway for taking off and landing, which is unusual, of course, at London Heathrow. Due to the pandemic, they're seeing fit at the moment to reduce sort of aircraft to do that. A bit of a shame, but we're on the way nonetheless, and touching down. So touching down in about 50, that's 5 minutes, that's fine. Maybe squeeze that down in 45 minutes time. So top of the hour essentially, so that'll be sort of 5 o'clock local time, of course. And the weather has gone through our magic box as well, so it's quite a light sort of westerly wind for us, and 15 degrees at the moment, but quite a lot of cloud about as well. So yeah, running late, really sorry about that, but doing our best to catch up with the time. But yeah, expecting hopefully touching down on the hour. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now switched on the fasten seatbelt signs as we will shortly be landing at Madrid. Please now return to your seat and make sure that all your personal belongings are safely put away in the overhead lockers or under the seat in front of you. Customers sitting in the front row seats or emergency exit row should place all items in the overhead lockers, leaving the floor area around your seat completely clear. Please check that your table is folded away, your seat is in a landing position and the armrest down with your seatbelt securely fastened. If you are seated by a window in a blurred blind, please return it to the open position for landing. You may continue to use handheld electronic devices for landing. These must be securely held or placed into a pocket. Large items, including laptops, must be switched off and stowed away. Please also take a moment to remind yourself of your nearest exit and to the safety cards in your seat area. In the event of an emergency, leave all hand baggage behind. Ladies and gentlemen, once we have arrived, we will be disembarking all customers in small groups. Please remain seated until your seat row number is announced. Please also follow the safe distance markers within the airport terminal. Thank you. Cabin crew, change your seats for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Madrid. The local time here is just approaching 5 o'clock noon this evening. When it's safe to leave your seat, please take care when opening the overhead lockers. Items may have moved and could fall out of cause injury. Before leaving the aircraft, please make sure you have all your personal belongings with you and remember that smoking is not allowed until you have reached a designated area. You may now make and receive calls as well as use all data services on your handheld electronic devices. When the seatbelt signs are switched off, we do ask that you please remain seated and refrain from collecting personal belongings from overhead stowages until your row number is announced. We'll be disembarking all customers in smaller groups today. Please continue to wear your face masks as you leave the aircraft, including if you are on any ground transport and until you exit the terminal building. All of us at British Airways and the OnBoard Alliance would like to welcome our customers who live here in Madrid. We wish safely visiting and enjoyable day. If you are travelling on further, we do wish you a safe onward journey. On behalf of myself and the team in the cabin, it has been our pleasure having you on board, and we do look forward to welcoming you back again very soon. Once again, thank you and a very good evening.
Vil åpne restaurant i samme bygge som oss.
Å ja.
¿Qué tal?
Cabin crew, thank you. Doors to manual and cross-check.
If you've requested additional assistance, then please do remain seated until the aisle is clear and we're able to assist you further.